So we might remember these from the other week's video where I said they were projects that I needed to finish. I don't think I've made that much more progress on them since the video. And yeah, no, the bangs are supposed to be kind of like curled up in front of his eyes. I do have fabric stiffener spray that I could try, but we'll see if I get to that. I definitely didn't in this video, but excuse me, yeah. So there's the eyebrows on both of them. Up a little higher, a little more curved for a little more expression. And no, that's basically how I measure half the things, half the little accessories. But yeah, there's his side cape, and I don't know, maybe painting on the little harness thingy wasn't the best idea. Like, it's definitely messy, but then the more felt you add to these things, the bulkier it gets, and it's such an odd position that, yes, it would have worked with felt. I just wasn't sure if it was the best way to go. I suppose if I make a future Lyney doll, or if I felt like going back and trying it, I can try it with the one that I plan on keeping for me. And there's these little leg strap thingies that I painted on. Those are definitely getting painted on just to keep the bulk down. I don't know, maybe his belt should have been made of felt, but it's got like little bows on it, which looks cool. Like, all the details on his outfit just look cool, but not... I just did not want to mess with some of that with the doll, and with something this small, you kind of have to pick and choose what you're doing. And this guy has like 3 bows on him, and they were all a nightmare to try and figure out, and I probably took the most complicated way possible to all of them, because that's just how I roll. Yeah, I don't know the word simple. But if you remember from that video, I also talked about the Fremine doll, and you've seen him kind of cameo already, and there's a little hat up there. I was gonna do a video finishing all 3 of these dolls, and I did record working on the Fremine doll, but I did not get him done. I ended up deciding that I wasn't really gonna have enough time to finish them all, especially at the pace I was going, and I decided to leave that one out of this video for now. So I might do a video on him next week, because I just haven't caught up with everything. Because it's really hard trying to keep up with projects for YouTube and then outside of YouTube, and yeah. Yeah, most of this is me doing something for one doll on camera and then doing the other off camera. So, yeah. Some of the smaller things, like the little bow details, I did both for, but I tried to kind of keep it cut down. So yeah, Fremine doll might be next week. We will see how that goes. Then I also have that other doll base I probably showed in that video too, and I wasn't sure if I was going to do something with it or not. But I also kind of figured that since I already have it, and I guess the main thing kind of wrong with it is just the shoulders, and they do bother me, but I don't know if or how I can fix that. But I figure, turning it into something is better than it just sitting around doing nothing. So I think I might turn that one into the Lyney doll. I didn't really intend on doing a lot of giant dolls, but I don't know, just kind of how I feel about it. When I bought the pattern, I definitely knew I wanted to do Fremine, and I figured I might do... Well, I did do pear in that size, roughly, or a bigger size at least, and I figured I'd maybe consider doing Razor and his wolf spirit, and then Sage and Cheyenne of my characters in that size. Not right away, of course, because they're really big, and that's a really big undertaking, going from 3-inch to the size of my forearm. Whatever size that is, I don't know. I got stupid long arms. But Yeah. So if I was smarter, I would have done this in red to begin with, and then just painted on the black, because that would have taken so much easier for obvious reasons. That did not happen, obviously. I did not have the smarts in a lot of areas. I mean, this part was kind of annoying. It was just most like getting the red on was definitely the most annoying, but then all these little details. There's supposed to be like the diamond pattern across, and I definitely messed that up, but I messed up a little bit, and then my brain just kind of got confused and never got back on track. So we tried. We tried very hard until I gave up a little bit. Yeah, I know these bows don't look good. Eventually I found different bows that I had. I picked them up at a rummage sale a while ago, and I think I used 2 on the Velda balloon stand circus thingy. And that was probably the only time I've used them other than later on in this project. Oh, and the little top hats, which I looked up a tutorial for, and they make hot glue look easy. How and why? Don't lie to me. Hot glue is not easy. Like, there's just mess everywhere. Everywhere. So, yeah. I definitely should have made the bottom circle a lot bigger, but I really did not feel like going back and messing with it, because during this process, I realized that I didn't have any more glue sticks, so I had to make a trip over to the Family Dollar and buy more glue sticks. Yeah. Oh, yeah, here's some more finger painting. Yeah, get that up there, mix it up. I probably drive some people nuts with this method, but quite frankly, it's just easier to finger paint felt sometimes, especially like large strips like this. And, I mean, we own a sink here. We have like several sinks. I can just go wash my handsies. Plus, I got all my nice purple art rigs. So there's also that. Except for my desk says otherwise. It would claim that I just wiped my fingers all over it. No, I did not. That happened on its own. Yep, dunk it in. Do. So the big long strap was the brim of the hat, or like the little ribbon thingy on top, and then this is yet another ribbon for this character. He's got a lot of ribbons. I mean, they look cool in his design. I absolutely love his design, like the showmanship and the dramatic animations for his attack and his burst especially. Like, you don't get to see that little detail in the burst too often, because you're usually getting hit by an enemy right away. But it's there, and it's cool, and I absolutely love it. It's kind of right up my alley, as we may have noticed with all the circus-themed stuff I've been doing lately. And then Fremone's just adorable, so I've been obsessed with that character. And I do love their sister Lynette too. She's kind of the middle ground for them, and I think her role in the sibling trio is pretty adorable, and yes. She will be getting a doll at some point too, a little doll. I didn't plan on doing her a big doll, but the fact that I'm doing Fremone and Lyney, I almost feel like I'm obligated to do a Lynette doll. But again, these big dolls, they're hard. I'm not good at them. I don't even know what I'm doing wrong. The instructions on this pattern just kind of suck a little bit. Literally, it would say, the chin piece C, and then you would go down to the pattern, and the chin piece is labeled something different on this pattern. It's almost like they just took the same instructions for multiple things, but didn't pay attention to changing the piece labels? I don't know. Moving on. Here's finished product. I definitely could have done another layer on the little triangle at the top, but there's the back. And there's me trying to adjust myself. See, the hat comes off. I thought about gluing them down, but then I thought maybe it would be more fun if they came off. I also almost forgot to do the little face paint and blush, so that wasn't on camera. because I had already, I don't know, I just didn't feel like filming at the time. It was a small detail. Hello, phone. Yep. Oh, and then you can see how messy my desk got. And there's my tablet, where I do digital stuff, and the potential Lyney doll, and the From an A doll I never finished. I did work on it. I did do some recording. I just was not finishing all of them. Yeah, little bro and big bro together. And now it's the little big bro. So, hope you guys enjoyed this one, for maybe as boring as it was, but I really felt like I needed to catch up on something this week. And yeah, you can see I changed the ribbon on the back of the one. I think it does look kind of better, if not a little small, but yeah, here's my drawer. There's the ribbons. Blep, blep, slap. See you guys next week. Bye-bye!